Hey everyone, today we're here to talk to you about the all-new Genius. Now, the Genius has always been one of our favorite bikes, and today we'll take a look at what makes the all-new Genius more special than ever before. This 29-inch wheel size specific frame features 150mm of rear travel paired with a 160mm fork. The new Genius platform has been tailored to the demands of the modern trail bike. We've applied an intelligent application of slacker, longer, and lower with an even more capable geometry than its predecessor. Now, we wanted a Genius that continued to excel going up the hill while having all of the tools necessary for an even better time down to the valley floor. As is the case with many of our mountain bikes, head angle is adjustable on the all-new Genius. The bike comes with headset cups that allow you to choose between a 64 or a 65-degree head angle. Carbon models additionally are also shipped with a standard 64.5-degree headset cup. With this bike's predecessor, we already had a solid suspension platform to work with. Changes to shocks and the amount of capability expected in this category has led to an increase in progression and optimization of the kinematic. We also applied some principles from our award-winning Ransom platform. What we end up with is a classic Genius vibe, perfect for all-day epics, and add to that a solid pinch of party for when the trail points downward. Let's take a look at integration. The new Genius applies our patented integrated suspension technology. Not only does this make for a fantastic looking bike, but it also allows us to improve the bike's suspension performance. Primarily, we can engineer frames with a lower center of gravity, resulting in better handling and a more stable, confidence-inspiring ride for the end user. Additionally, the frame's construction is stiffer around the BB, which reduces unnecessary movements laterally to the direction of the shock's travel. It also goes without saying that the shock is protected from debris and the elements, two of the main enemies when it comes to shock performance over time. Now with the new Genius, setting sag and checking travel use is easier than ever before. An external indicator on the link allows the end user to easily set sag and to identify how much travel they're using. Accessing the integrated shock is also just one button away. The downtube door that is featured on all Genius models is super simple to remove. Just push the button, pop off the cover, and shock access is granted. What's nice is that the opening is quite large, making things like cable routing much easier. Additionally, removing the shock is a piece of cake. A window on the seat tube gives direct access to the shock bolt. The Genius comes in two layouts, Genius 900 and a more aggressive Genius ST, or Super Trail. At the heart of both layouts is our nude shock platform, which has been a preeminent feature of the Genius family for over a decade. As you've already seen, you'll find the nude 5T shock on the Genius 900, and a brand new addition to the nude family on the Genius ST, the FloatX Nude from Fox. With this shock, we apply our unique in-house technologies to a platform that suits even more aggressive riding. Let's take a deeper look at what makes these shocks unique. All nude shocks, whether they're manufactured by Fox, RockShox, or X-Fusion, feature three modes. How these three modes work and the impact they have on your ride depends on the bike and its intended use. For the Genius, we break it down between a focus on versatility or a focus on downhill performance and adjustability. The nude 5T operates as part of our twin-lock suspension system. The three modes are descend, traction control, and lockout. In traction control mode, one chamber is closed off, reducing the shock's air volume. Now this reduces effective travel and results in a more progressive air spring curve. Combining this with an increase in compression damping leads to a few changes. Primarily, the system changes the bike's geometry when switching from descend mode to traction control mode. You sit higher in the shock's travel, ground to pedal clearance is increased, and you effectively move forward into a more efficient position for putting down the power and clearing technical climbs. Additionally, the bike becomes more agile, more nimble, and more efficient, all without sacrificing traction or sensitivity. It's perfect for smoother, less technical terrain where you have to pump the bike to gain speed, or rough, technical climbs where traction and comfort need to be maximized. The FloatX Nude utilizes three modes a little differently. Like with the Nude 5T, in open mode, the shock's positive air chambers are open, giving you access to all of the shock's downhill performance. This, coupled with the FloatX's additional reservoir, results in a super consistent shock performance over long descents. With the FloatX Nude, you can also adjust low-speed compression. The middle mode on the Floatex Nude is called ramp control and can substantially change the shock's progression on the fly. Out for a rip that features technical single track and maybe a section or two of fast bike park? With this new shock, it's as if you can add a volume spacer in your shock mid-ride. In ramp mode, you also benefit from sitting higher in the shock's travel, increased ground to pedal clearance, and effectively moving forward into a more efficient pedaling position for when you have to bash out a quick technical climb. On top of that, both shocks feature a third climb mode. You'll find that the climb mode on the Nude 5T is a bit firmer than that on the Floatex Nude, but both serve the same purpose. It's a mega efficient pedaling platform to get you back to the top of the trail time and time again. Let's take a look at the new cockpit. The Genius features a Hickson cockpit from Syncros, which has undergone a redesign with redefined ergonomics for both back sweep and up sweep. Two options for rise depending on frame size, so either 15mm or 25mm, and two stem lengths. Multiple options exist for computer mounts, lights, etc., with the possibility to mount on the stem cap, but also out the front of the bar using two threaded inserts. All cables flow neatly under the bar and into the headset, leading to a clean and clutter-free cockpit. Speaking of headset, swapping head angle is super easy. Just take off your cockpit, remove headset cups, rotate them each 180 degrees, and reassemble. There's no need to cut any cables or bleed any brakes. Cable integration, however, is not exclusive to one-piece cockpits. Syncros also has a series of stems and bars to match, allowing for the same great cable integration, but with the ability to run, for example, a higher rise bar. In terms of frame construction, we've applied our stiffness and lightweight zone principle to the Genius. Through strategic reinforcement of certain areas in the stiffness zone, we can really maximize weight savings elsewhere. The Genius features a 55mm chain line. Through this, we can really optimize tire clearance while not sacrificing any rear end stiffness. Genius models are available in full carbon, carbon alloy hybrids, or full alloy models. All bikes in the range, no matter if it's full carbon or full alloy, benefit from the same levels of integration, the updated geometry, and incredible suspension performance.